Indonesia's exports, which increased sharply last year due to rise in commodity prices, have shown downward trend since early this year, and the trend is likely to continue. Here, our guest this afternoon, Benny Soetrisno, chairman of the Indonesian Exporters Association. But Benny will talk about the country's export performance amid growing uncertainties in the world. Hello, Pak Benny. Thank you for joining us this afternoon.
Hello, yes. Thank you for inviting.
All right, Pak Benny, following a decline in 2022, the global trade in goods and services rebounded between January and March 2023. But prospects for the rest of the year are bleak. How is the performance of Indonesia's exports so far?
Yes, your data shows that there is small uptick from July to August, but as you said, but it's much lower than years ago. Currently, there is no sign of significant improvement.
Okay, so the government expects exports will increase by about 15% this year, down from 29% in 2022. With the downward trend in global trade, and in your opinion, do you think such target is still achievable?
No, to the target is pessimistic. Then even 50% is, I think it's not possible. Please be reminded that the growth last year was its value to the war in induced rise of certain export, like coal and palm oil, due to the sudden shortage. When the price returned to the normal again, our volume export is value of course decreased.
Okay, so exports of manufacturing goods such as textile and footwear continue to decline in recent months. Uh, what do you think is the reason?
Yeah, we indeed experience slowdown in order from abroad, but there are certainly many external reasons. As a pessimistic time, like now with the war in Ukraine and Russia, now it's a new war is Hamas against Israel, and sales of secondary goods tend to be depressed. But of course, internally inefficiency of the Indonesia, like bureaucracy and difficulty of funding, cost of Indonesia having higher price than others, our competitor in ASEAN, is also compared with the new challenge from Bangladesh, also the other countries.
Okay, could the decline of exports of manufacturing goods is also because of our products are not competitive enough?
Yes, yes, BI is not competitive anymore because the price of the labor cost also increasing every years. Yesterday, I heard that the Minister of Labor will increase the price of the labor's minimum 15% for the years 2024. This will be making our price is more incompetitive.
Okay, so maybe the one of the keys that you're mentioning is to make our price more competitive. Based on your experience as the person who's handling exports a lot of times, in your opinion, what are the main handicaps in selling goods overseas?
We need to eliminate most red tape for the export. Maybe we have to introduce what is so-called negative list, because the negative list is much more simple than with export license, too many export license, and the coordination about the government also not, even though now it's what they're calling, they try to make digitalization, but the digitalization is not much now help, because the coordination or the collaboration between the authority is not uh, better yet. Then also the export financing is very seldom, because now is the trade is a lot of the financing is we need. It's not only used by the LC, but also by the barter trade, something like that. and our capability in financing is still limited. This is the problem.
Okay, so licensing and also financing are the main keys that needs to be solved by the governments in order to support our exports in the future. Next, my question is, we are still relying to the traditional markets to export our products, like, for example, Europe and also the American continent. Do you think we should change our way of exporting, for example, creating new or alternative export markets?
Yes, of course we try and we do our best, but the result is not so fast because entering the new market is not easy. Regulation is of course different, cultures and custom also different. Then the most country in Africa still have the weak economies, and that's like the East European too, are more traditional inclined to import from Western and Middle Europe. Shipping costs also cheaper from Europe to the Africa, also to East Europe.
All right. So, if we are going to do this strategy, what do you think is going to be the handicaps?
The handicap is we have to now it's with the Minister of Trade. They have arm in every countries where they call this trade what they call trade counselors. So we need the information from them day to day and on with us. Also we have to make cooperation with the import association in those countries to make our information is sharp and fast.
All right. The government has appointed a deputy foreign minister to strengthen our economic diplomacy, to increase exports and also investments. Do you think this establishment of this post will be helpful in promoting our exports?
Yes, this will help us, but it's not much because it's mostly the government official is not understand the trade, much less for export. It's different with our president. Our president is exporters of the furniture. He knows how to export, to where to sell, how to get buyers. But this we still thank you with the government if they put what they call the official from I think deputy of Minister of Foreign Affairs is be to be our trade diplomacy officers.
All right. My final question: when do you think is this declining trend will be rebounding soon or significantly?
I hope after the war is finished, then they will have make the demand growing up again. Also, during the China against the America war in economic, this also making us have the opportunity better to sell to America. But the America now is they have the inflation rate is too high, so the price of the goods in America also high, so the demand will be decreased. I think still after all the war is finalized, Russia and Ukraine, then there will be. And I wish the export will be increased again.
Yes, let's hope that the export trend will rebound soon. Thank you, Pa Benny, for sharing your thoughts on our economic outlook with us on TVR World.
You're welcome.